In this video, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you have a sun allergy and you spend a week in Florida. Hi, my name is Eloise. I have polymorphous light eruption, or PMLE, for 29 years now. I had my first rash when I was 12 years old. Last April, I spent a week in Florida to do a little experiment with Shirudo AGR+E product, and I wanted to share the results with you guys. First, let's talk about polymorphous light eruption for a minute. PMLE is the most common sun allergy, and by far. It can affect 10 to 15% of Americans, mostly women. Typically, a PMLE rash will manifest a day or two after the first sun exposure, in spring or beginning of summer, or on a winter tropical holiday. Basically, when your skin is not used to the sun yet and you get a fair amount of sun exposure for the first time on areas that were not exposed during winter. The appearance of the rash can also differ from person to person. That's what polymorphous mean, actually. Tiny bumps or hives. It can be just little patches or it can be all over. Some people also experience fatigue, headache, or muscle pain. A PMLE rash is usually on sun-exposed area only and will last 10 to 12 days. Using sunscreen alone is usually not enough to prevent PMLE. PMLE is not a life-threatening condition at all, but for sure it can ruin your short and precious vacation with your family. That being said, let's have a look at this experiment I did in Florida. I'm here today in beautiful South Florida to do a little experimentation. I will put Shirudo AGR+E and sunscreen on my right leg, and I will only put sunscreen on my left leg. And I will repeat this process every 2 hours of sun exposure, and at night I will put Shirudo intensive night lotion on my right leg only. I will do this for the whole week and we'll see what happens. So 6 days later, this is my right leg, the one I use Shirudo and sunscreen. As you can see, no redness. On the left side, I have a PMLE rash all over. It's red and very itchy. I don't know if you can see at all the tiny bumps. Maybe if I go closer and if my iPhone can focus. So yeah, it's a rash all over, basically, my whole leg. On the right side, I have no rash, no itchiness at all. If I zoom out a little bit, you will clearly see the overall color difference between my two legs. It's quite obvious. So yeah, this is the result of my little experiment. 6 days with and without using Shirudo. I think you can clearly see the difference between my two legs. I spent decades looking for ways to prevent PMLE, and 6 years ago, with the help of a chemist specialized in natural formulation, I created the first Shirudo AGR+E lotion. I have been rash-free for 6 years now. I've been on multiple beach holidays, Cape Cod, Florida 3 times, Mexico twice, I think. I've been to Vietnam, Cambodia, Portugal, always rash-free, using only Shirudo AGR+E and a good broad spectrum sunscreen, of course. There are many other sun allergy, and some of them, like solar urticaria, can be severe and life-threatening. Various medical conditions or medication can cause a rash that looks very, very similar to a PMLE rash, but could be prevented. Do not self-diagnose. Take pictures, write down your history and the timeline of the rash and the sun exposure. Gather as much information as you can and go see your doctor or dermatologist. So that's it for today. I hope my experiment will give you answers and is enough to convince you to give Shirudo a try. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment below, and share your experience with PMLE. I wish you a wonderful time outside, rash-free.